Welcome back to North of the Broad. If you live in Beaufort County, actually, if you've visited, been a tourist of the Lowcountry, you've been to SeaEagleMarket. It's an amazing family-owned business, been around for decades, and we have one of the family members here with us now, Melena Argetsinger. Yes. So good to see you.
Nice to see you.
So we were just having a great conversation before this interview about so many things going on with the family business, but we're going to start with shrimp. And then we're going to talk about a couple other things. So okay. I didn't realize that there are different types of shrimp. There are different shrimp seasons. So there's spring season, there's fall season. So where are we now, Helena?
So right now it is the provisional line has opened. So the guys are kind of out miles off the beach right now shrimping. And then according to history, it's usually the week before Memorial or the week after when we actually start the general trawl zone. So that's when you'll see all the boats come towards the beaches, and that's like your big shrimp. So that should be here in the next couple weeks.
And so your market is on Boundary Street.
Yes.
And you sell everything.
Pretty much everything. Yeah. Anything we can try to get our hands on as locally and as close to the coast as possible.
And you said that your docks, St. Helena?
Yes, we have our working waterfront in St. Helena with our shrimp boats and everything.
And so there was some bad news. One of your shrimp boats caught on fire a few weeks ago.
Yes.
So tell us about that.
So the Lydia Leigh, which used to be the judge, it caught fire a couple weeks ago on a Tuesday night. It was a welding incident, but we're looking forward and rebuilding, so that's good.
Very good. Now, this was interesting. We were talking about shell planting, oyster shell planting, which I didn't even realize once you get rid of the shell, you just throw them away, but this is an important component of what you all do too.
Yes. So during the summer months when we are not oystering, the guys take the shells that we have used from oyster roast for our catering and stuff like that, and they actually go and replant them into the beds to, they cultivate these beds for the next generation, so we'll have oysters for generations to come.
Yeah, that is fantastic. And one of the things you all might not know, but SeaEagle is the caterer for the big Lowcountry supper, Lowcountry.
The Lowcountry Supper for Water Festival.
Right.
Yes.
At the Water Festival, and it's going to be on Thursday night?
It's Thursday, July 22nd, yes. Very hot night.
And I like also the Whippoorwill Farms partnership. That's also interesting.
Yes, so this is something new that we've started. So Whippoorwill Farms, they're in Ridgeland. They just contacted us and they were like, hey, what do you do with your fish carcasses? And usually, we just take them back down, and put them back in the water for the fish to eat. But we're like, you know what, you guys can come. So we pack all of our fish carcasses in trash cans, and they come and they use them as their fertilizer at their farm.
That is amazing. Now, Joe Keith is our videographer, kind of behind the scenes. He has a big family business in kind of the plumbing area, and you're obviously in the shrimping business, the seafood business. What is it like being in the family business? I mean, you've stuck with it, you seem to enjoy it, you're the catering coordinator, you work in the office.
You gotta have thick skin. That's what I always tell people when they ask. They're like, how do you work with your parents? But, my family, we have a very strong bond. And, I really do enjoy it, and I want to continue the legacy and the tradition. So I think that's really where it comes from. It's just, wanting to continue what my parents and their parents have done. So.
And did you see your grandfather was the one that actually started the business?
Yes. So the first kind of restaurants and shrimping, that was my grandfather.
Right. Yeah. So I have to ask you this question as we kind of bring this interview to a close. What is your favorite shrimp? On the back of her t-shirt, there's all kinds of shrimp. Lemon shrimp, fried shrimp, broiled shrimp, sauteed shrimp. What's your favorite?
I like when I spend the time and make my own coconut shrimp.
Coconut shrimp?
Yes.
Can you just very quickly tell me how to do that? Just very quickly. Is it easy?
It takes a little bit of time, but I just make my own little coconut batter, and you got to freeze it for a little while so it gets hard, and then I fry it. So it's so good.
And then you fry it. All right.
Yeah.
Well, I'm actually I've never been there, and I'm going to go right after the show and get shrimp for my dinner tonight. So I'm really excited. SeaEagleMarket right on Boundary Street. Nice to meet you. Thank you for being with us on North of the Broad. And thank you for joining us, and we'll be right back.